Okay, we've got challenges met. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Baha Men, don't even know who they are, but I know the song. Okay, so the first thing we got is Two of Wands. Because you're courageous and daring, and you're planning and you're activating, you've got lots of possibilities, and you're going to get through your challenges. Challenges are met. You're leveling up. So devote yourself to connectedness. Your hard work is paying off. You're using only love. You're keeping the faith. You're getting rid of negative energy, and you're getting an A+. So very good vibes going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do a whole new reading. We've got communication randomly at the bottom. So I did want to mention a video I seen yesterday from Sky Prince. And she said that people that are holding Zim are going to have their redemption appointment this week. She also said that those doing humanitarian projects versus donating, like I'm donating, some of you are doing projects, okay? You're going to be testing out the med beds, and then the med beds are going to come April for the public, and from now till April they're going to be doing the training and the guinea pig session. So this is how you do stuff when you get dates, right? I used to listen to Ishmael Perez, you guys know that, and I stopped listening to him because everything he was saying about the information he was getting, like EBS, etc., it just never happened. So I'm not going to keep listening to somebody that it's not relating to. So I still love his books, his classes, everything's still cool. It's just I don't need to keep listening that next week the EBS is coming. I go out and get all this food and prepare, and nothing happens. Nothing burger after nothing burger, right? Same with all of them. Wolverine, Mark Z. I don't listen to any of them anymore. But yesterday I stumbled upon, no coincidences, right? Her video live. And that's what she was saying. So you can check that out for yourself. And her name is Sky Prince, I believe. And, so if nothing happens this week, no Zim appointment for Miss Mystic, then why bother to keep listening to somebody that's so sure that her guidance is correct? That's all I'm going to say, okay? I'm not calling people liars because we all get information that changes on a dime. So it's not like they're lying. It's just I don't need any kind of misinformation because I get my own information. Okay? So Expect a Miracle was the card that didn't come out on the shorts. And the Ace of Wands, which is the new ideas, potential, in and out energy, intense creativity, connectedness again, manifesting power, and mirror-like nature. So once again, we're not going to hold our breath, but if it does happen and the Zim appointments come, then that's when you go in and you talk to them about your projects. And if you don't have a project and you just want to donate, you talk about that. Now, for those of you that do not have Zim, don't worry about it because we will be under an NDA, us that have Zim and doing projects, but you will be waiting for your quantum wallet, your quantum phones, your quantum new financial system. And if the med beds are coming out in April, then that's when that will take place because it's all connected. So that's all I'm going to tell you on that. And it'll be real easy to judge it because a week will go by like a day. So let's see what happens because I am a Zim holder. So, okay, bottom of the deck is two of wands, and we just had the two of wands. Okay, two of wands, that's her with her surfboard, right? Two of wands is courageous, daring, planning, activation, lots of possibilities. And that's the kind of energy that this will be bringing in because if you are a Zim holder, you will have lots of money to do your project with, and you're going to get started, and everything's going to change. We are being activated highly right now. If you listen to Chosen Chronicles, that is my best go to still for everything that's happening here with our activations. So we got the two of wands from the shorts, the two of wands from me shuffling this deck. Underneath the two of wands is the page of swords, and that's me right now giving you information. I'm giving you information from YouTube. I am not giving you information through Astro. Okay? The information through Astro is challenges are being met. Who Let the Dogs Out is a great song because if you even watch the video, there is a policeman sitting down and then all of a sudden the doors open and all the dogs come rushing out and he stands up and he goes, "Who let the dogs out?" Right? Well, that's what in Astro's going on here is the minions are running all around because their leaders are gone. And I've already talked about this, so you can check out my other videos if you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so they're running around like they're chickens with their heads cut off. And five of wands again. So the two of wands, the page of swords, and those were the two main cards in the shorts. Now you saw me shuffle. Isn't that a trip? The two and the five of wands are the exact two cards that came out in the shorts. The shorts was only 15 seconds long. And in the middle of all of that is the page of swords. And if you look at the card, that's me with my birds and my book and telling you what's going on. So you saw me shuffle. You can't get better than that. Okay, now we're going to go with the top of the deck, and we've got the Hanged Man, which is get a new perspective. Now, if we were to get our Zim appointment this week, we would definitely have a new perspective on everything. If we don't get our redemption appointment this week, we can still have a whole new perspective because it's like maybe it's time to listen to nobody but Miss Mystic and your higher self. There's a possibility that that could be your new perspective. Okay? Now, we've got the Knight of Cups, so it's still going back to love again. It's going back to past is past, you learned your lessons, and St. Michael's got this covered, okay? You're still feeling stuck. That was the Ace of Swords, and this is the Eight of Swords. St. Michael's got this. It's a yes, but you're still feeling stuck because you don't have that love. Now, again, that everything changes if we do get those redemption appointments. And anybody that's got a appointment so far is more of the groups, the whales, which are the people that have lots and lots. I mean, the big wigs, they all got theirs first. The people that are in tier B, those are more people that just have Zim and want to do a humanitarian project or donate. And that's where I fall into that category. I would be under NDA, so I wouldn't be talking about it, but I will probably tell you that I'm under NDA. And we'll just keep doing our readings and I will continue to move forward. But if nothing happens, then nothing happens, right? You just continue on with life, okay? This guy here is sitting right back here on that chair. You see him sitting there? There he is. He's sitting right on the chair back there. You guys quit fighting. Then the next card out is the Empress. He's with the Empress all the way. It's just 5D and higher right now. I've also heard that a lot of us are going to be meeting our soul tribe, and we're also going to be getting our new partners through our redemption appointment, because you're going to have teams, you're going to have legal assistance, security. It's a big thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then, I'm sorry, because I can't explain all this to you. If you know, you know. Okay? If you don't have a clue of what I'm talking about, then just know that things are going to be changing in the world. Things are going to be changing all around you for the better. And you need to just sit tight and have faith. Okay? So after the Empress and the Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen will get her Knight. Now, you know that we want the Hierophant, not the Knight. But the Empress still gets to have Knights. That's security, okay? That's the legal team, the financial team, the builders, the help donate, to help build. It's a big process, okay? It's just like in Astro, how we have different levels, different classes, different teachers, different angels. It's the same here, okay? And it's very advanced. So the Empress and the Knight will continue on with their donations, their projects, their humanitarian projects, their Zim unloading. And the Queen of Cups has a new perspective, and it's all about love, okay? And that's where you want to be. So it's challenges met. It's whatever's going to come down the pike, you're going to meet that challenge. Now, there's also another timeline I want to warn you guys about. And that other timeline is where the earthquakes happen, your city gets destroyed. There's a timeline of a lot of catastrophic stuff that might happen to you if you're on that timeline. And I don't believe you'd be watching this if you are, but there's a possibility that we have some lower timeline people watching this. And I would suggest you get high vibed and get out of whatever low frequency you're in. And I've been telling you that for months with the addictions and the revenge attitude, the negativity, the addictions. I said all that had to go or towers were going to fall. So that's what I'm talking about. Towers will be falling, and literally, okay? Does that mean that people on the highest timeline won't suffer? Well, yes and no. Not like the lower timeline, I'll tell you that. There is something to this all. And I really ain't the one to explain it in 4D and 3D. I do all that talking and teaching in Astro. So you have to come to me in Astro. And you have to sign up for them classes. And all this gets done in Astro. What you do here, you come into your physical avatar and you're just finishing out the movie. So it's pretty deep. It's hard to talk about. I'm going to pull a couple cards in the middle here. We've got the King of Wands. Keep your ego in check, but use your creativity. And the other one was, don't get confused, but it may be confusing, but the challenges, you're going to get through them. Your hard work's going to pay off. And ask God Ask God for help, and Positive New Earth indeed are the next cards out with the Wheel of Fortune. So we'll go ahead and close it there because that's absolutely perfect. Ask God, you shall receive help. Positive New Earth indeed. Yes, indeed. That's kind of like when St. Michael came out and the Page of Swords came out when I'm talking to you guys. And the Wheel of Fortune, transformation, everything's turning. Okay, I am Miss Mystic. I want to thank you all for listening.